That one, eh?
Yeah, big field in this next men's under 17, 3,000 metres. Meet record and national record held by the same person. The meet record, 8:29.01. Ryan Gregson, national record, 8:01.26. That's just silly. 24 starters in this race. From number 1, Queensland, Alexander Stitt. From Victoria, Tristan Day. New South Wales, Ollie Raymond. Victoria, Jack Idder. Also from Victoria, Edward Marks. New South Wales, Sam Griffiths. ACT, Rowan Hosking. From Victoria, Joel Woods. New South Wales, Thomas Davies. Queensland, Alexander Goff. Victoria, Brett Camilleri. New South Wales, Benjamin Bishop. Queensland, Stephen Lean. The next two Victorians, Lachlan Eno and William Collins. From WA, Mark Quinn. The other two Victorians, Mitchell Waring and Joshua Collins. From ACT, Aidan Pitt. From New South Wales, Henry Sindel. Also from New South Wales, Drew Fry. From Queensland, Oliver Seawright. From New South Wales, Zach Martin. And also, last one from Victoria, Matthew Hussey. 24 athletes, 3,000 metres. Oh, they're off.
They are, Lynchy, but I'm sorry, but I have to correct you here. Even though you're reading off a run sheet, that's actually correct. You said Rowan Hosking is from Victoria, he's from the ACT. And you said Aidan Pitt was from New South Wales and he's from the ACT.
I definitely said ACT. I definitely said ACT. I know.
I don't know about that.
Oh, just so fast. So currently leading the way. He might have number 24 on his hip, but he's at the front. Matthew Hussey from Victoria. And just tucked in on his outside, number 16 would be... it doesn't look like number 16. It's number 6. I got the 6 right. There he goes. Sam Griffiths, he's taken the lead. There's a big, big field. Plenty of maroon, plenty of light blue, plenty of dark blue in this event.
Yeah, you just see the athletes there giving a bit of a cheeky look up to the big screen. Obviously, it's not every day that these athletes get to compete where there's a big screen that's got the camera on them. So something you usually only see in the big majors, the Olympics, World Champs, that sort of stuff. But I think it's a great experience for these kids to have this sort of footage on offer for them and the ability to be able to do that.
Yeah, and when they watch it back, they get to hear us talking about their 3,000 metres. I'm sure that's the major experience for these guys. But yeah, you see it a lot of times that Safa Powell probably does it the worst. He looks at the screen and runs out of his lane. Obviously, these guys, just as long as they don't run on the grass, they'll be fine. But there's number 6, Sam Griffiths. He's got a 9:18 next to his name. It's a pretty handy season best, and he's really stretching this field out now.
Yeah, he is, and he's got a few New South Wales friends up there at the front of the end of the field at the moment, so it'd be interesting to see if there's any sort of state tactics that come into play here, where there's some of the New South Wales athletes who obviously know each other fairly well, sort of get together and work out a plan to see if they can push the pace, but also there's a few Victorians up there, so maybe they may do the same.
Yeah, it's definitely a different looking race to the last one we just saw, where it was blown apart almost instantly by Fairview McKnight, but a good pack. They're still very tight, only probably 15 metres between first and probably third last there, but really, he's just really turned it on after that first K. Going through in 3:01 for that first kilometre. And yeah, they're really pushing the pace. I'm sure none of these boys have gone, or only a couple of these guys have gone under that 9-minute barrier. But there's Kathy Rivers, all the way from WA, loving the live coverage, sitting home in Perth.
Yeah, I'm a little bit jealous.
You've spent a bit of time in Perth?
Yeah, I've spent a bit of time in Perth. I'd call it home. I still call it home. I do miss it. So it's good to see you out there getting on the live stream, sending us a couple of messages.
And there's Lynn Donnelly, hi from the Gold Coast. Go Queensland. Queensland's had a very handy few days here, especially in the sprints.
Yeah, you've been known for the sprinters of late. Obviously, it's just senior age. You've got some fantastic guys. I think we're going to see a few on the podium later on this week. I'm looking forward to that one with the likes of Trey, Hartman, Gamble, all of those. But back to the track. Obviously, we've got the distance here. We should stop talking about sprinting as much as we do enjoy it.
Matthew Hussey out in front, 8:56.40. His season best that he's put down for this race. And that even might be Tristan Day as well up the front, 8:54.01 for Tristan. And that's the two Victorians now leading the way. The field really stretching out now as the pace starts to wind up.
It'll be interesting to see how Sam goes from here on in. Obviously, he had that little stint at the front of the pack. He had a little bit of a gap too. It was about 3 metres on that. So he's done a bit of work out there. So it'll be interesting to see if now he can sort of tuck in, recharge those batteries, and maybe kick on again with the rest of the leaders.
From Tim Rosen, 35, loving the live stream, guys. Couldn't make it up there this year, but this is the next best thing. I think people should just, if they're here, go back to their hotel and watch the live stream.
Yeah, I'm going to put it out there. It's better than watching it live.
Why not?
Get on the live stream.
They don't get the commentary like this.
They
just
do
in
not.
The stadium. You might be able to smell the track and feel the energy, but I think that's what we're providing here.
And we can start a little bit of banter between us and obviously the ground announcers. You've got Glenn Turner down there and Dino, as well as good old Maury Plant.
Maury Plant, he comes out for the big occasions,
He
doesn't he?
He does. He does love a national competition. But yeah, if you're out there on the social media, throw something at us. Let's see if we can get it up on the screen.
Yeah, use that hashtag Summer of Aths. Let us know your journey. Maybe your Nationals hasn't even begun yet. Maybe you're competing on Saturday, on Sunday. You still haven't even left your home state. Let us know what your plans are and what you're doing as they just go through the first 2,000 metres. 6:05.1, so just a little bit slower. They won the 3:03 kilometre.
Yeah, but it's still a hot pace. Obviously, as sprinters, we have a lot of respect for the distance runners and their ability to be able to just stay at a constant fast pace for so long. I think if I did a 3-minute K, I'd probably need 10 minutes break before I had another crack at another one. So if I had 20 minutes rest in between these, I could probably push out the times that these kids are doing.
Yeah, and they're just rolling it on and on and on, and it's very handy. Now it looks like we've just got a big break of Victorians and New South Wales athletes now. A couple of Queenslanders trying to hang on there at the back, but it's a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up to 11 Victorians and Queenslanders. I'm lucky they've decided to go the light blue, dark blue combination. It makes it easier for us to tell which is which.
Yeah, especially from the back there. Obviously, you got the blue strip. Makes it easier with the Victorian uniform being all blue. But, yeah, distance running has always been really strong in both Victoria and New South Wales. They've always been known for it. They've had some fantastic athletes over the years. And, obviously, this is no different here with the two states really showing the way in this one.
Yeah, they're definitely really starting to wind it up. And as they come around with 600 metres left, it looks like it's Hussey out in the lead at the moment. Number 24. And it's Ollie Raymond tucked in just behind him.
Yep, that's right.
He's got an 8:45.80, so he's probably the quickest in the field on season bests. But it's Hussey from Raymond as they go to get the bell. These two now probably starting to gap the rest of the field. It's going to be a 400-metre sprint finish.
Yeah, Drew Fry is just leading that little pack behind him. But as these two runners go away, these other three are going to have to work really hard to get back up on the back of the... But looks like these first two runners, Victorian and New South Wales athlete, they're going to fight it out here with 250 metres to go.
Yeah, I think that might be Tristan Day with the number 2. Just moved himself up into third position, but 200 metres left. It's Hussey from Raymond. They've gone hard early, but they're really starting to pull away. Raymond with an 8:45. Hussey with the best of 8:56. At the end of the home straight, it's going to be all Hussey. And there it is. He made the move. He had Raymond on his shoulder, but it's going to be Matthew Hussey from Victoria. He'll take out the under-17 3,000 metre national title with a very, very handy time there. 8:50.57. Ollie Raymond there finishing in second place, and looks like Tristan Day also from Victoria. He'll get just under sub, I think, and take the bronze medal.
Fantastic last K. They've gone 2:45 for that.
Yeah, they went definitely wound it up. Was it 6:05?
6:05
to 8:50.
Wow.
Very, very handy work there from the boys there to really wind up the pace.
And that's what can happen in championship racing sometimes. Obviously, it's not all about the pace and the times that are run. These athletes are out there making sure that they secure these medals, because that's obviously what they're here for.
That's exactly right. Get a fast race. And get yourself a medal.
But the ability to be able to drop down to a 2:45k after the 2k point, that's a fantastic effort.
That turn of speed. Fastest K to finish that 3,000 metres. Very, very handy.
Just across the line there, Rowan Hosking from the ACT, followed by Aidan Pitt. They'll be the last two across the line. But a great run. Fantastic to watch. I do like watching distance. It is exciting to watch, especially when you have those breakaways and it comes down to the sprint finish.
I can't argue with that. It's a chess game.